Hello children, how are you? I hope you are fine. Yes, last day we discussed the 4th chapter from the grammar textbook and today we are going to discuss the 5th chapter in the course book. Okay, this is the title of our chapter, Gulliver's Travels. Okay, this is the 5th chapter in the course book, Gulliver's Travels, and it is adapted from Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift. Okay, it is adapted from Gulliver's Travels and it is written by Jonathan Swift. Okay, look at the right side of the screen. Here you can see a picture. Can you identify this? Yes, here you can see a big man and some small men. Okay, observe this picture, then try to find the theme of this chapter. Can you guess the theme of this chapter? Okay, let's check. Before we go into the chapter, let us do a small activity. Okay, open your textbook at page 160. The question is, how would you feel if you were found to yourself in the following situations? Okay, how would you feel if you were to find yourself in the following situations? Here, 3 situations are given here and you have to say what do you feel in these situations. Okay, let's check. First one, place 1. All the creatures are animals. You are the only human being. Okay, look at this picture. Here you can see a wide variety of animals. And imagine all the creatures are animals and you are the only human being. How do you feel? Yes, just think about it. Yes, next one, next situation. Everyone around you is a giant. Look at this picture. Here you can see a giant. Giant means giant is an imaginary person who is very big and strong. Okay, and the situation is everyone around you is a giant. How do you feel? Yes, next situation. Everyone around you is a dwarf. Look at this picture. Here you can see picture of some small men. Okay, dwarf means a person who is much smaller than the usual size, and the situation is third situation, everyone around you is a dwarf. How do you feel in these situations? Would you be scared or would you feel excited? Okay, would you want to run away or would you try to make friends with the animals and the people there? Just think about it. Okay, yes, in this story we are going to see the story of some dwarfs and their excitement when they saw a giant. Okay, let's get started. Would you like to know more about this story? Okay, open your textbook at page 160. Listen carefully. Let me read the lesson for you. A long time ago, there lived a man named Lemuel Gulliver. He was a sailor. One day, he decided to go on a voyage with his friends. However, when they were sailing, a violent storm destroyed their ship. Luckily, Gulliver was a good swimmer. He swam and finally reached an island. He was so tired that he fell asleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he found himself tied to the ground. He tried to move but could not. He tried to untie himself but he was unable to move. Yes, this is first paragraph in the story. Okay, a long time ago there lived a man named Lemuel Gulliver. What's the name of that person? Yes, Lemuel Gulliver. Yes, and he was a sailor. Look here you can see the meaning of the term sailor. Sailor means a person who serves in a navy or works on a ship. Here you can see the picture. Yes. Then one day he decided to go on a voyage with his friends. Okay, here you can see the meaning of the term journey by sea. Okay, one day he decided to go on a voyage with his friends. However, when they were sailing, a violent storm destroyed their ship. Violent storm means an extreme weather condition with very strong wind, heavy rain and often thunder and lightning. Okay, however, when they were sailing, a violent storm destroyed their ship. Luckily, Gulliver was a good swimmer. Yes, he swam and finally reached an island. Okay, then here you can see the meaning of the term island. Island means piece of land that is completely surrounded by water. Here you can see the picture of an island, a piece of land that is completely surrounded by water. Yes, the Gulliver finally reached an island. He was so tired that he fell asleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he found himself tied to the ground. Yes, he was tied to the ground. He tried to move but could not. What is the reason? Yes, he was tied to the ground. He tried to untie himself but he was unable to move. Yes, look at the next paragraph. Gulliver looked around and saw that he was surrounded by tiny men. He stared at them in disbelief. They were not larger than his thumb. He tried to free himself but they started attacking him with their sticks. Gulliver did not want to hurt them back, so he stayed still. When the tiny people saw that he was not trying to harm them, they brought him food and water. They had to bring a lot of food and water as Gulliver was very hungry and thirsty. Then they lifted him on a huge cart and carried him to the king. Gulliver soon realized that he was in the land of Lilliput. He saw that Lilliputians were both afraid and excited to see him. Yes, this is the second paragraph and okay, let's look it again. Gulliver looked around and saw that he was surrounded by tiny men. Here you can see a picture. Look this picture. Look at this picture. Yes, this is the picture of Gulliver and you can see that Gulliver was surrounded by tiny men, small men. Okay, Gulliver was surrounded by small men. Okay, he stared at them in disbelief. Disbelief, the word disbelief means, in disbelief means not being able to believe something. He was wondered, surprised. Yes, they were no larger than his thumb. Can you imagine that situation? Yes, can you imagine that size? They were no larger than his thumb. Yes, look at this picture. This picture will help you to imagine that size. Yes, the Lilliputians were no larger than his thumb. He tried to free himself, but they started attacking him with their sticks. They tried to attack Gulliver. Yes, Gulliver did not want to hurt them back, so he stayed still. He observed the Lilliputians. When the tiny people saw that he was now trying to harm them, they brought him food and water. Yes, they gave him water and food. They had to bring a lot of food and water as Gulliver was very hungry and thirsty. They had to bring a lot of food. What was the reason? Yes, because Gulliver is a giant and in their views, in their eyes, Gulliver is a giant and these Lilliputians are small, tiny persons. Then they lifted him on a huge cart. Look here, here you can see the meaning of the word. Cart means a strong open vehicle with 2 or 4 wheels typically used for carrying loads and pulled by a horse. Okay, here you can see the picture of a cart. And they lifted Gulliver on a huge cart and carried him to their king. Gulliver soon realized that he was in the land of Lilliput. Where is he? Yes, he is in the land of Lilliput. He saw that Lilliputians were both afraid and excited to see him. What is the reason? Yes, because in their eyes, Gulliver is a giant person. Lilliputians are very small, tiny people. That is the reason. Okay, this is the story. Yes. Okay, now let's discuss the speaking junction. Okay, look here. Here you can see a picture of an island. Yes, imagine you have gone an adventure trip to this island with your friends. In pairs, use the map and play the game I Lost My Way. Okay, this is a game and imagine you have gone an adventure trip to this island with your friends and in pairs use the map and play the game I Lost My Way. Okay, and now we are going to see some phrases that will help you to play the game well. Here are some phrases you can use when asking for and giving directions. Okay, First one, asking for directions. Could you tell me how to get to? This is the first phrase and it will help you to asking for directions. Okay, ask for direction. Okay, example, could you tell me how to get to Greenstown Mall? It is a phrase and it is used to ask for directions. Could you tell me how to get to? Yes, here you can see some blanks and in these blanks you must add. You can add the place. Okay, look at this example. Could you tell me how to get to Greenstown Mall? This is the name of that place. Okay, and after this phrase you must add you can add the name of that place. Okay, next one, I am looking for. This is the second phrase. For example, I am looking for this address. Am I in the right place? Okay, here you can see some blank spaces and you must add the place. Okay, I am looking for this address. Am I in the right place? This is an example for this phrase. Next one, how far is dash from here? Here you can see a blank space and you can add the place, the name of that place here. How far is dash, the name of, you can add the name of that place. How far is dash from here? Next one, do you know where the post office is? Okay, you can add the name of that place that we want to go, okay, in this blank space. Okay, do you know where the post office is? Do you know where the school is? Okay, next one, is this the right way for airport? Okay, you can add the name of that place in this blank space. These are some phrases we can use when asking for direction. Okay, next one, giving directions. These are some other phrases that will help us to giving or give directions. Okay, first one, go straight on. Okay, go straight on. For example, go straight on till you see the hospital, then turn left. Okay, these are some phrases that help us to give direction. Second one, turn left or right. For example, turn left when you see a roundabout. Okay, next one, you will see or come to a bridge. Okay, these are some phrases that help us to give directions to other people. Go on for about 2 minutes. Next one, take the second right. Next phrase, don't take the first road. Last one, take the first left. These are some phrases that help us to give directions to other people. Okay, yes, today we discussed the chapter Gulliver's Travels. Yes, then we discussed some phrases that will help us to give and ask for directions. Okay, I hope today's class is helpful to you and this is your homework. Read this paragraph twice. Okay, yes, and I hope this class is helpful to you. Wish you a good day. Thank you.